dramatic surveillance video obtained by Pix 11 News, police believe shows a calculated hit. You can see two men casually walk across the street. A third man is pacing. The three suddenly pull out guns. They pump several shots into a parked car, hitting both the driver and his passenger. The driver steps on the gas to get away. He drives about 2.5 miles away to the 103rd Precinct Station House to get help.
Very sad. That shouldn't have happened.
It was just before midnight here at the intersection of Liberty Avenue and 127th Street in Richmond Hill. You can see people scrambling inside a local bar. One man hides behind garbage cans when bullets went flying. Sources tell us the driver and passenger were also hanging out at the bar before the shooting.
That bar, about 6 months ago, 4 people got shot right in front of it.
Business owner and longtime resident Mohammed Khan says the bar breeds violence.
I've been living here for over 40 years, and these places are cropping up and up and up and up, and they're bringing violence to the neighborhood.
Police believe the 39-year-old driver could have been the intended target given his criminal history. The passenger, 28-year-old Clarissa Burgos, was caught in the middle.
Rest in peace to Clarissa Burgos. Sad story, man. Young mother gone, Queens, New York, over some shit that had nothing to do with her. Rest in peace, man. Sending prayers to the daughter, the mother, the family, and everybody. Let's get into the story. What's good, y'all? It's your boy C-Class, a.k.a. the FCC, and I'm back, y'all, with another story. Actually, this story is close to home, and I'll tell you why in a second. But right now, my latest book, well, my only book, 15 Seconds of Life, The Guide to Successful Anger Management and Self-Control, is on Amazon.com right now. Go to Amazon.com right now, order your book. So, today we're going to speak on a story that I know many of y'all done heard by now. It's been all over the headlines. And first thing I want to say is rest in peace to the female, the mother, daughter, sister, Clarissa Burgos. So, in the video that I just played, you see 2 gunmen walking on one side of the street and another on the other side of the street and ambush a car. So, the story that came out on the news is that the boyfriend was a target in the car. And kind of find out the boyfriend is one of my homies. You know what I mean? I ain't grew up with him, but we went to school close. We boosted, got money together. We ran around crazy together. He was locked up for a while. He'd been home for a little bit, and this unfortunate situation happened. The police and news didn't release his name, so I ain't gonna say his name either, but anybody in the streets know. The streets know, they know. You know what I'm saying? Sun was heavy out there. And that's an unfortunate thing where you'll be a boyfriend, you'll have a girlfriend, and you enter this street life. Because in this street life, man, you gotta realize that once you get certain amount of feet deep in it, you can't go no place no more. You can't be out regular, even though it might not be in a regular location. You feel that you might usually be in, or the people that you know be in, is still out on scene, still out in public where somebody can see you and potentially cause you harm. And unfortunately, you know, harm was caused. You know, about 16, 17 shell cases was found. He was shot multiple times, and the female was shot in the head. Now, this is a touchy situation right here, you know, for a lot of reasons. And I'm gonna get into that in a few. But some of the street rules is going to these locations, being by yourself, just you and a girl. If you got beef, pardon me, if you got beef, or you a high profile target, or you wear a lot of jewelry, you flash a lot of money, you know, you can't be places by yourself with just you and a female, similar to FBG Duck. He was downtown shopping, him and just a female, you know. Once you get in these walks of life, you have to move like a president. You got to have your niggas there. You might be with your girl, but you got your niggas there. They ain't actually next to you with you, but it's niggas right here to you, and some niggas right there to you. You know what I'm saying? Because your life is on the line constantly. And at this situation, one thing I can say before I get into the mechanics of all this is that those shooters are hitters. those are hitters. I don't know them, but I could tell by their mannerisms. I could tell by how they did it. Tell by how they walked up, how they walked off. This ain't their first murder. It's about maybe their third murder, but they got about 8 or 9 attempts under their belt. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell how, remember, this is a hit. If you watch the video I just played, it's a hit. They came to kill him. There was no robbery. There was no let me get your money. There was no try to get the car doors open. There was no carjacking. They all knew when they got to that location on Liberty Ave, and whatever street that was, we come here to kill him. These are angels of death. Angels of death, because the whole time that they riding over there in the car, however they got there, some might have been partying with his girl, chilling, enjoying the night, not knowing there's people riding and talking like, yeah, bro, we gonna smoke, son. We catch him, he out of here. That nigga's gone tonight, he out of here. Like, they're already plotting, planning your death before it happens, and you just chilling, partying, living life like it ain't nothing, busting it up, kissing your shorty, not knowing in a few minutes the Grim Reapers come knocking. You know what I mean? They come and collect. They come to get that debt, that street debt. They come to get that fucking blood. How they say get it back in blood? They come to get it back in blood. So as you can see, these 3 shooters, cold and callous as the news said it, because 2 walked up on the left side and 1 guy come from the other side by the club by himself, acting like he ain't with them, to make sure son don't try to get away, because he blocked the car roof, because 2 came on the left side, he came from the right, which looked like his bullet is the one that may have killed the girl if she was a passenger. Well, she was, because the boyfriend drove to the hospital. So the guy in the black who came from the side, you watch the video, he shot straight into that side. You know what I'm saying? Why? I can't tell you why, but I can explain to you why. You know what I'm saying? But being in these streets, you got to know that you got to be strapped. You can't be sitting outside nowhere long in your car at all. Once we get in the car, you pull off. You pull over the seatbelt off, the door halfway open. You pull the fuck off. Now, as the news reports, the intended target was a guy. I'm pretty sure it was. You know, he's 39. She's 26, I think. Yeah, 26, 28. You know, his life has been, you know, getting to that money, and will come with that money, them bang bang, chitty bang bangs. And sometime as a female, you know, you love a man knowing that he's into a lifestyle, but you might not know how deep. Because a man might not tell you everything, you know what I mean, that goes on. Or he might tell you everything, but he might not tell you too much because he don't want to worry you. He don't want you to feel nervous and scared, because that's going to get him off his game. You know, the more comfortable you are, the more comfortable he are, because you'll be partying and chilling, and he'll be having his eye out. You know what I'm saying? But if he tell you something funny, it's going to mess the game up. So, you know, I don't know what happened. So maybe she didn't know how deep he in the streets was, or maybe something just occurred within that week, that day, where it set these dudes off, or maybe it's a pay hit, somebody put that bread up. But whatever it was, these dudes came to commit a murder, you know, on the Queen streets, outside of a club, with a female inside the car. Now everybody like, yo, these dudes is cold, they calculated and menaces, and that is true by the actions they done. And, you know, in the case of Magnolia Shorty, similar, where she was in a car with her boyfriend, and the dudes came up and shot the car up and killed her. And the dudes try to say it was wrong place at wrong time, but, you know, I have contradictory thoughts about situations like this, you know, because I've been in situations like this, like real life. But this one was a little different than the ones I was in. It's a little different because the guy and the girl was coming from the club. But in the heat of the moment, how the streets work, I'm telling you how the streets work. The streets has a fucked up mentality. That's why I left hanging out with the streets and all that shit alone. I still am connected, but I keep a distance. And I was part of this mentality too. You know what I'm saying? The mentality is, if you with them, you get hit with them. You know what they doing. You know what their life about. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You signed up for this when you signed up with him. And that's how dudes in the streets think. That's how they think. If you, whatever it's a guy in the car, female, nigga, mother, and they mind you on his side. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to miss the opportunity. So in they mind, shit, you down with them anyway, so what do it matter? That's a fucked up mentality, but that's how us as street dudes think. I'm out that thought process, but I'm going to tell you about that. And when you think like that, you have no care for life. You have no care for nothing. So that's why you see the dude run up on the side with a female lap and shoot in the car, you know what I'm saying? Because his mind, you down with him, y'all together. My job is to kill him, but in this moment, I'm shooting whoever in this car too. Why? It's just part of the action. It's part of a reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mental default. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to shoot in that part because the guy on his side, but mentally, the adrenaline rushing, and with the mind of, I don't give a fuck who in this car because y'all all together, a dude is gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do that. And sad to say, I've done that. And I tell that story. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I had that same mentality then. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older and I saw that Magnolia Shorty story, it made me realize that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, if you sit back and think, maybe this female driving a car isn't down with it. Maybe the dude is forcing her. Maybe she don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But my situation, nobody got hit. I mean, I just shot at the car with the girl in the car. I shot at the car, you know what I'm saying? And whatever, car got hit, whatever, but she ain't get hit. You know what I mean? Long story short, she didn't get hit. But as I get later on in life, I started thinking about, like, damn, imagine if I would have killed that girl in that car. You know what I'm saying? Because when I saw the Magnolia Shorty story, I was like, damn. And I was watching these stories of black girls on Lost on his channel about how these girls get forced and shit by their men. It's like, damn, Shorty might be driving nigga around because he forcing her, he putting pressure on her, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to drive, you know what I'm saying? Or nigga might be abusive, you know what I'm saying? Or he might not even tell her what they going to do. Just drive me around this block, I'm going to go over here and see something. And then you see them, you're like, oh, that's something right there. Oh, you got a bitch drive him? Or that bitch bring that nigga to kill me? Man, fuck that, I'm taking that whole car, kill who in the car? If you drive him over here to shoot me, I can shoot you too. And that's the mentality, you know what I'm saying? That's the mentality, you know what I'm saying? So luckily my situation, she didn't get hit in that car, you know what I'm saying? For what homeboy did. But in this situation, you know, the female died. And it's so sad that till this day, that mentality is still here because dudes know that it's somebody else in that car. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can't wait till follow them to nigga get out the car or, you know, another opportunity. These dudes is on some gang shit, they don't care. Because the mentality is just messed up. But what I like to say before I go is that be careful with the people that you love and hang with. I know it's hard to say that, but just always keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, that if they into this kind of life, whether it's selling weed, hustling, scamming, gang banging, there's always a chance that something crazy can happen to you at any moment, you know? But I feel like the biggest lesson goes out to the guys. Like, stop putting these females in these situations. Like, stop doing this shit. Like, this is y'all, stop, man, stop. If y'all know y'all thugging, y'all life ain't right, stop putting these females in these situations, man. This shit is sad. They got their mothers, they have kids, they have brothers. Like, there's no reason why y'all dudes out there, knowing y'all doing this, putting these females in situations because y'all want to live regular. You cannot live regular anymore. You can't. It's street life. You got to move like the president. But now, oh, you want to live regular. You want to party. You want to feel like everybody else feel. But you still got that life hanging over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And that woman right there don't really understand. You know what I mean? Some do, some don't. But regardless how it go down, it's going to be shitty, shitty, bang, bang. And she could lose her life, but she had nothing to do with that. So on that note, you know, like, subscribe, follow. Go order my book on Amazon.com. And hit me up on Instagram at CClassAVE. Remember, man, keep your peoples out your business, man. Keep your family safe. If you know you thugging, move accordingly. Move accordingly. That's it. I don't know what happened or why it happened, but end of the day, 2 people got shot, 1 person died, man. Them dudes that did that shit, those some killers. I don't know who they are, where they from, but them some dangerous motherfuckers, man. 'Cause I remember, yeah. I'm out, y'all. Like, subscribe, join, all that good shit. C class, Cool G class, you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep it fresh. Cool G, baby.